welcome to the Shamanic Heartspace podcast. I'm Nancy. I guess you can call me a medicine keeper, a traditional shamanic practitioner. But really, I'm just an alchemist, an all-round magic tinkerer. I guide people in managing their expanding consciousness at this interesting time on planet Earth. And if you're interested in working with me, please do reach out. In this episode, I will be channeling the energy for the upcoming lunar cycle to give you a heads up of what you might expect and how to navigate what could come up for you. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but I receive channeled messages using all the clairs, and sometimes my voice or tone will change. I also yawn as a channeling symptom, so don't be alarmed when any of that happens. I invite you now to be aware while listening of any of your own messages that might come through to you directly. So please take some time out for yourself, get into the receiving mode, and only take what resonates with you on your personal journey. Hello, dear listener. First and foremost, how are you doing? Let's take a second just to check in, really. Consider what's been going on, where you've landed, and just take a deep breath. I've certainly been in my own little bubble, but what I'm hearing from the outside world is it's not been as easy as most people might like. But if you are having a good time, if you are riding the waves or not, you're exactly where you need to be. So thanks again for being here and sharing your journey with me. I should be sounding more crisp, more clear. Some lovely mystery person bought me a mic from my Amazon wish list. Thank you so much. So now everybody can enjoy better sound quality at last. So whoever you are who bought me this mic, you have given a gift to many, many people. And if you let me know who you are, I will reach out. So thanks for that. So the Libra new moon that just passed told us to find balance and peace amongst the chaos. We were asked to rest ahead of eclipse season. For some, that was easier said than done, right? And so, here we are on the brink of eclipse season at the time of recording anyway. Our ancestors viewed eclipses, particularly solar eclipses, as destructive and often as meaning the downfall of a ruling power, or what would have been the king, really, or the queen in those days. So if you can apply that to your life, and you'll likely find where this eclipse season will affect you in your life. And if you want to, if you haven't already, you can cast a birth chart to find out what's going on in your houses for more accurate predictions. I don't offer that, unfortunately. I'm not an astrologer. I would love to be an astrologer. I just haven't had the time to learn that. As many of you know by now, I channel this information. Usually it tends to tally up with astrological predictions, but I don't go and check those out at all. It's just people tell me that. Being in the jungle, my internet's not very good. I have to rely on my own third eye connection, and this is what comes out. I have a separate podcast on eclipse season over on Patreon, so check that out if you want. But for this episode, I want to focus on the solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th of October 2022. Because there's an awful lot of information that has been coming through to me. As you know, I channel it. It's that feeling for me that it's just bursting to come out. It's been coming through quite strongly in dreams. And then I know I have to sit down and do a podcast. So yeah, there's a lot of information wanting to come through here. So let's see. Just lighting some sage. So you can connect in as well, just feeling your feet or the surface that you're sitting on. Just letting everything else just drift away from your consciousness, coming into your center of who you are. The way I do it is feeling my feet firmly planted on the ground. I just see anything else that's kind of close by in my energy or in my mind. I just see that moving away like the clouds parting. I breathe, always handy when you're a human. And I just get a sense of literally a channel opening up through my chakras. See what comes through. So while I'm connecting, what's going on in the background? I just want to say happy birthday, Scorpios. Your flower is geranium, also purple shamrock. If you're a Scorpio and you haven't got either of those, might help you out to take care of one or both of those. The Scorpio energy rules the hips, the genital area. So you might want to, everybody this is, might want to, if you don't already, do gentle hip opening exercises at this time, just to make sure nothing gets stuck energetically in that area. Also connected with the solar plexus chakra. So any meditation that you're doing, just really keeping a focus on keeping those areas flowing. Some herbs or teas that can help with Scorpio energy, no matter how it feels, kind of in the positive or the negative or the heavy or the light. Black tea, chai, burdock root, green tea, cranberry, cinnamon, ginger, all very helpful at this time. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Channel is open. Okay. Catalysts. So yeah, eclipses are catalysts. So they are playing out. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of scaremongering comes out about this time and around eclipses, because that's just strangely how the world seems to be working. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. These eclipses and this eclipse season, particularly a solar eclipse, is about a new beginning. Oh, strong channel, lots of yawning. So try to view this as opening, new opportunities opening, and that means that you can make different choices throughout the coming sort of just under 2 months, 6 weeks, 2 months. So lunar eclipses, when it's the moon, we've got some of those coming up about endings. All right, so the message is wait for November before making any big decisions or commitments. So anything that's going to be long term, just keep your head down and wait for what needs to unfold. A lot is like emerging and unfolding. Sorry about the yawning. I know it makes a lot of people yawn. I can't stop it. All right, so some themes, please. Okay, truth and secrets coming up into the light. Sudden change, sudden new beginnings. This will be felt in the body for a lot of people. So yeah, aches and pains, sleep trouble, headaches. Make sure to drink lots of water. If you can, take a detox at this time. It will be helpful for the body going through a big upgrade. Make sure to get enough sleep, turning off all of those devices and interference particularly when you sleep. Not just putting things into airplane mode, if you can, turning them off. Okay, so they're saying control versus freedom. We're going to be feeling that here on the planet. Themes and finances are likely to get a shake-up. So what we need to do is try to stay calm. But don't try to stay calm, just stay calm. Let things go. Choose your battles. Try not to focus on what seems to be going wrong, because new and better things are emerging. Okay? All right, so likely a lot of people are going to be feeling that mental chattering. There's going to be some support available, that is going to come to an end. A lot of people have the mental chatter. That doesn't seem like anything new. But there's energy available for this new moon to feel more flow, more connection, more information coming that can help remove emotional connections in some areas, making everything easier. So just wait it out for now. Whatever's kind of going on, if it just seems too much, just stop. Take a breath. There's lots of things you can do actually. I might put that on Patreon. All right, so change of energy now. 1 second. All right, so as we know, this is part of the ascension journey and a big new beginning. All right, so this is a good time to set an intention, but not necessarily to take action on it. Just putting an idea, a sign in the road actually starts showing me a sign in the road miles ahead, a signpost. But you don't need to take any action right now. Things need to play out on the stage, on the world stage first, before you start taking action. The most important thing is to stay calm, to stay in the energy of love and gratitude. Don't wind yourself up, don't wind other people up. Okay. All right, so always look at what you're learning. Connect with your deeper intuition. Go deeper with your self-love and self-acceptance. Okay, so a question. Are you taking responsibility for yourself, your life, your happiness? Really be honest with yourself. Are you in alignment with your soul mission? If you're not sure what your soul mission is, just wait. But if you have an inkling, are you in alignment with that, or are you, what is the word? Are you compromising? If it's heavy, remember these eclipses are just throwing things up that need to be addressed. Okay, so just take your time. You're not on the clock. Okay, so for most people, it's likely that this season will bring about choices and change. Sudden changes in direction, sudden changes of heart, changes of mind. This is a really good time to, it's like set in stone, the healthy relationships, and just move away, purge the unhealthy relationships or patterns. So cement the healthy relationships and remove anything unhealthy or anyone unhealthy. This is a way of investing in what is good for you and who is good for you. And in the end, that is better for everybody. Okay, what is this? Again, about relationships, there's a kind of cosmic spotlight on how you share yourself with others in your closer relationships and your connections. Okay, question. How much do you hide? Are you really being you? How do you energetically exchange with others? And where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years? Are you on course? Because if you're not on course right now and you think I'll get on course later, you need to pull yourself on course now. If this feels like pressure, anxious, heavy, remember it's leading to transformation. Another question. Is anything repeating? Feeling like waves returning to the shore? Pay attention to what keeps coming back. What needs to be transformed there? Okay. New energy. Now, you might feel like you were working towards something and you got what you wanted, but now that you've got it, it doesn't feel like you thought it would feel. And if that is you and that comes with feelings of disappointment and hope dashed, try to focus on what you will fill this space with instead. Have a look at how much energy you invested, how much time you invested, and if that still feels empty, what is the deeper thing that's going on here? So they want me to tell you you've changed since you began that cycle. Maybe when you set that intention of working towards that goal, and maybe what you really want, it just hasn't turned out to be what you wanted it to be, like some kind of rude awakening. But from this, you can realize what it is that you really want or who you really are. So always just trying to take the lessons from that. Okay, so this time is likely to bring up a lot of aggression for us and for those around us. Similarly, passive aggression, manipulative energy. So just watch out for those in yourself and others. Mm, don't be tricked or lured in. Hang on, let me just get some more information on that. So know yourself, keep the faith, stick to your path. So kind of toxic people or toxic people who are out for themselves, maybe coming from a place of fear, coming from a place of ego. Don't be tricked by that. Don't go back into possibly something that you worked hard to get out of. This could feel quite intense, like a destabilizing rapid change. But it's essentially, as with every eclipse season, it's the underworld coming to the surface now to be cleansed, to be purged, to be what humans say is healed. So try to just step away from the fray. Don't get into any fights. Just try to rise above any of that. Even if you feel very triggered, but just remember that you are better than that. So if those feelings of anxiety come along, just remember it's very close to the feeling of excitement. Don't let your thoughts drag you down. Don't let other people's energy drag you down. If you're a particularly sensitive person, just step away from whatever you need to step away from over this eclipse season. Okay. All right, so this message has been coming through a lot lately. Hold on. We chose to be here now. And this time has been prophesied since the dawn, since forever. The earth, consciousness, us, we're all upgrading. Your consciousness is opening up. Perhaps you're noticing dreams, your psychic abilities, telepathic abilities, so on. More heat in the hands, more premonitions. We are meant to be here now. Okay, all right, so the 5D and so on is great. It's amazing. But the point is, we need to ground our spirituality here on the planet. Our physical body is here. This is home for us in this body here. And it might be tempting to skip off out there, however that comes to you, as much as possible. But the point is, we're supposed to be bringing this here now. We are causing the upgrade. And the earth is upgrading just like us. So, okay, hold on a moment. Okay, so this could lead to unstable geomagnetics on the planet, plus more flares. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to interpret this, what I'm seeing. It's showing me the shape of countries changing. That with unstable geomagnetics. Okay. So the important thing is we need to transmit the energy of love, peace, and calm. Every time we do that, we're making a difference. We're raising that vibration. Every time we fall into the lower vibrations, it's just not helping the situation. All right, so likely then with all of this, so within, so without, so above, so below, it's very likely on an individual level, something coming up now, just before it's transformed, so we can see it. And through eclipse season, we can transform it. So there's work to be done. We're at the beginning of a turn in your personal evolution, uncovering more of your inner truth. So, yeah, of course, it's going to come with intensity. Growth isn't necessarily easy, but just remember to stay in your energy, in your frequency for your highest good and therefore the highest good of all. Just kind of, they're showing me being able to see through the fog, listen through the noise, find your practices so you can hear your own truth, dropping into your own heart. The head can't necessarily process this kind of stuff, so just don't even try. Don't try to understand it. You don't need more answers. And if clarity isn't coming easily, be creative. This is a really creative time. Turn that chaos into something beautiful in one way or another. Even trying something you've never tried before, writing a poem, taking photos, creating art, paintings. Okay. They're showing me the Globe Theatre, Shakespeare's stage. And somebody is saying, players, know your lines. Players, know your lines. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is drama. There's a potential for a lot of drama. Ugh. So no drama llama. All right. yeah, don't trust the media or social media. I'm really thinking of coming off social media, actually. I just haven't got the time. Can't be asked. All right, if it's feeling like a groundhog day, going back over old ground, just stop and take another look. What is this trying to teach you? If you're repeating something, you need to be more conscious, more aware. Do you need to sit with something? What do you need to sit with? A deeper thing you're meant to see about yourself. How have you opened up? How have you grown? How have you changed? Okay. When something is in the stage of being fixed or transformed, focus on the desired result. Look to that end result. Don't look at the mess around you. So you have to put something back together. So they're showing me a scrambled up jigsaw puzzle. And maybe if you have 1,000 pieces, you think, I'm never going to be able to do this. But then you look at the picture of what it's supposed to be, and that's the result you're going for. That's the kind of attitude we need to be in right now. So your end result is being, the best version of you, to be in love, to be in the world that you want to be in, to be surrounded by the people that you want to be surrounded with, that kind of energy. Okay, so just remembering then that this time is about realizing what you are ready to move towards next. Closing up a chapter, starting something new and brilliant. So check in after the new moon. Check in on your life, your goals, your path, what you're aiming for. Allow a plan to come together. Don't push anything. This energy is unfolding. It's going to take its time. It's got its own sentience. And if you're not sure of anything, just wait. In this process of reprogramming, upgrading, becoming more light. And if it does get a bit crazy out there, just try not to worry with everything that may be going on. Focus on yourself, your self-love, your self-care, and you don't have to do anything. Just sit with yourself and do what you need to do to keep a clear head. Allow your emotions to come and go like waves. It's not a great time to start things and manifest right now. There could be a real lot of chaos going on. So just wait and see what unfolds. New info will come. Things always move, things always change. So just hang in there. The best thing to do really is to be intentional in embodying, in integrating. That's what it is. That's what it means to do the work. You are embodying what you've learned on your journey or with your medicines or your activations. You're embodying it, you're integrating it here. That's what it means to do the work. So keeping grounded. This is not really a time for searching. Just go through your heart doorway, your heart portal. And the way there is not through another in a relationship in the form of a shaman or guru, whatever. Those people are guides, but you are your own leader. So Scorpio really wants to take you deep. So go deep. Why not? Don't be afraid. Consciously and courageously move into that underworld and finish what needs to be finished. Be in love energy. Just keeping an open mind, keeping flexible, curious, playful. Let your ideas, your visions, your consciousness, your dreams just evolve. They have their own sentience. They have their own consciousness. So keep that third eye, I like to call it the first eye, open and still. Like getting an image of the third eye waking up in a lot of people and panicking. Just keep it still. Rub it if you need to. Rub essential oil on that area if you need to. Focus on it. Breathe into it. So do what works for you with the grounding exercises. You can get outside, get your feet on the ground, get a foot massage your own feet. Just feel them planted into the earth even. Whatever works for you. You can really use this time to dream and be creative and always remain compassionate. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you find that helpful. If you want more content about how you can live more consciously in connection with the plants, with spirit, with yourself, you can join the Shamanic membership. Links are below. And thank you so much to all my Patreons. Without you, I wouldn't be able to provide any free content on Spotify and YouTube. So thank you. You can also give back if you want to by leaving a 5-star review or sharing episodes so that more people can get to find out about what we're doing over here. If you want to work with ayahuasca, with plants, with me personally for navigating your path or any kind of trauma work, you can go to my website, shamanicheartspace.org. I think you know by now I'm a shamanic practitioner, herbalist, therapist, blah, blah, blah. I just am, and so are you. Okay, please remember I'm going through all of this with you. We're in this together on this planet. It is not an easy time, and that is why I make the time to create these podcasts and share what these messages are for me and for anybody who feels they could benefit from it. So thank you. I don't want to go through this alone. But let's just remember, we are in this together, and there will always be light. There will always be rainbows. There's always going to be a change. This too shall pass. So keep going, keep shining, keep purging, feel what you need to feel, do what you need to do. And I'm so grateful to be sharing this journey with you. I look forward to connecting again with you soon, and I wish you a beautiful Scorpio new moon. Hopefully I'll see you at the Maloka over in Peru or on Patreon. Lots of love.